Good evening, guys. It's Scott here for another exciting DireWolf20 episode. Server world. So what we're going to do today is, like I mentioned in the previous episode, where we're going to cover power and automation. I thought we might as well do a dedicated episode of it today. So what we're looking at that right now is essentially the beginning to the end of what you would essentially do for energy generation and processing ores, which is great, right? So, at the beginning we've got Aqueous Accumulator, which essentially just sucks up all this water and then sticks it and pulls it out into these pipes and dumps it into a steam dynamo. As obviously with anything with steam, you need water and a fuel source, and at the moment we're using coal, which is obviously, you can see, is generating 24,000 K or 24.00 KR worth of RF per coal, which is great. And then what this is doing is essentially generating the energy and putting it into this battery, this energy cell. And you can see from the borders here, you've got some which are blue and some which are orange. And what this means, the orange is outputting the energy and the blue is inputting. So because we've set this to input here, is allowing the steam dynamo essentially to put the energy in here. And as you see, it's orange on this side, so it's outputting into these leadstone flux ducts, which they're essentially just cables which power these two machines here. And these two machines is a pulverizer in the much the same way we had in that last episode where I manually ground the ores down into dust, which essentially duplicated or doubled the actual yield for them. This will do it automatically. And obviously right here we have a Redstone Furnace. Now you probably notice that these two, because they're part of the same mod as the energy cell, have a blue and an orange. And in the same way as the energy cell, blue means input and orange means output. And the nice thing about this is these two interact very well. So essentially you could have on the right side of the pulverizer, as you see where I'm looking, the orange, so anything put in here will, once it's finished doing what it needs to do, it outputs it over here, and then you'll just need this inputting, so it will accept anything from here into here, and then it would furnace it. The other really nice thing, how it interacts with other objects like chests as well. So as you can see, just about see here, it's blue, so anything that is in here gets sucked out and puts into here. And then obviously then it gets processed and then processed again, and as you can see here, just about, it's orange, so it will output it into this chest. Obviously what you need to remember here as well is make sure that you've clicked auto input enabled, because I did forget that one time. So what we can do then, as a demonstration, we'll put a couple of ores in here. I see they've gone. If we have a look in here, it's polarizing it, and obviously that's just showing how long, and then it will put out there. As you see, it doesn't actually automatically appear. Where's it gone? I see the little blue light there, means it's working. Pulverized gold, and it's done it. So okay, where's it gone? That's right, it's gone right in here. So we have this wonderful process line. So essentially you could go out mining, think, right, I need to just deal with some other things, but I don't want to have to manually process all the ores. You can just dump all the ores in here, go off and do your own thing, and it would process it. Isn't that great? It makes it a life a lot easier, and you can automate it far better as well. So the question would be, I mean, how easy are these to make? Okay, so what we can do is we'll start from the beginning then with this, with Aqueous Accumulator. There you go. So you'd obviously need a lot of manufactured items there as well, you see. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't show it in the initial video yesterday of the top 10 things you need to actually get as soon as possible in the game, because you're going to need a lot of resources, essentially, like some tin, some copper. You need 4 bits of copper there. Obviously the fluid duct as well. I'm pretty sure you need glass and copper with that. Let's have a look. Fluid duct. Right. There you go. Yep. 2 bits of copper and some glass. So you're going to need to furnace some glass as well. Steam dynamo. There you go. Iron, then they've got redstone transmission coils. Obviously it takes a lot of resources to get to this point, but once you are, you can obviously then ramp up production. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, if you're using those meat creeps, it will help. That will help a hell of a lot with getting enough resources for all this. Okay, but as you probably noticed as well, there's the augmentations upgrade required. You can actually speed these up as well, which is great. So let's have a look. How would you go about upgrading these? So let's see, thermal expansion. No, thermodynamics actually, isn't it? Okay, so these upgrade kits are the things you need, and as you see, it goes up quite a bit. I think the highest one is resident ones. As you see, you need Invar, which then goes on to other areas like induction smelters, you see, or redstone you need Invar blend, so 2 pulverized iron and pulverized nickel. And obviously I mentioned in the previous episode where sometimes you may want to hold on to some blends or pulverized iron. That's one of the reasons why, because obviously you're going to need some alloy metals, so to speak, like Invar, to be able to upgrade or produce some higher tier items. But like I said, this is a very, very good start, especially for getting energy as well, because the nice thing about thermal expansion is because the mod's been around for so long, it's able to interact with a lot of other mods. As an example, refined storage, which I'll be covering in future episodes, works perfectly well with energy cell, because you'll need energy to power those machines, you see, and power them constantly as well. But anyway, that is a quick little episode on how to build a good production line for processing ores and to produce power. If you have any questions, put a comment below. If you like the episode, please subscribe and obviously like this video. Anyway guys, have a great evening. Bye.